Scott from Scott Shot Media. Today is Monday, November 9th, and this is what is happening on the mountain. Most of our news involves this past weekend's storm. It's affecting some of your commute this morning. I tell you, we drove down the mountain and back up again, and it wasn't too bad. I From Lake Arrowhead down to San Bernardino, across the rim down the 18, and Caltrans and County Roads doing a great job keeping those roads open for us. But there is 4 scheduled Caltrans projects today, and additionally, there are 2 storm-related closures on State Route 38. So hopefully they'll get that road open by 2 o'clock today. I'm not 100% sure what's going on in both sections. There's power lines down. It doesn't make sense that it's in both sections of the mountain, but regardless, it's supposed to be open by 2 o'clock. Weather's going to look great this week. It's going to be cold, dipping below freezing in most spots overnight. Not warming up much past the 40s during the day in most areas. And we have another chance of a small system coming in. I see a typo there, Thursday night into Friday, but a bigger storm looks like it may make its way to the mountains next Tuesday. And like this past storm, the next week's storm is supposed to have a lot of wind associated with it. So we'll still kind of far out, more than a week away. So stay tuned, and we'll keep you updated. There were 10 crimes reported across the mountains since Friday. If you stick around, I'll go into a little detail on what those were. Currently, Southern California Edison is reporting 3 maintenance outages. None of these seem to be weather-related. All the weather-related issues have been resolved. 255 customers without power until later on this afternoon as Edison works to improve the infrastructure. And a whopping 31 new COVID cases reported on the mountain since Friday. So that was what's happening in a nutshell. Here we go into some greater detail, starting with our traffic map. You can see chain control is still in effect across the rim. The only one that I saw that was lifted, I believe, was the 189, but it looks like the 138, and the 18, and the 173, and the 330, and the 38, the portions that you can drive the 38 all have R2 conditions. So chain up if you need to chain up. If you don't have all-wheel drive with snow tires, if you don't have four-wheel drive with snow tires, mud and snow tires at a minimum for those, you do need to have your traction controls on. And for everybody, you need to have your chains or traction control in your vehicles with you to up and down the mountain. Several stuck cars, some minor traffic accidents, but nothing serious going on. The biggest news is these closures. So from Mountain Home Village to Sugarloaf, basically, the Highway 38 is closed due to weather damage. My understanding is it's power lines down across the highway, and that Bear Valley Electric will get to it. But what I don't understand is I didn't think Bear Valley Electric had utilities in this area. So I'm not quite sure. This is coming from both CHP and Caltrans. Not quite sure what this 38 closure on the front side is about. I could tell you probably more realistically back here on the Fawnskin side, 38 is also closed until maybe 2 o'clock. And that makes more sense that is the power lines down. So if anybody has driven through there in the past hour or two and it's open, please comment so that everybody else knows. But according to both the Caltrans log as well as CHP log, those roads are still both closed. Weather is going to be chilly this week, but mostly sunny. We will see highs in some places dipping down into the teens, but definitely below freezing in most areas throughout the week. It'll start to have a gradual warm up every day. Our highs will be in the upper 30s to upper 40s. We have another chance of rain coming in Thursday night into Friday, maybe even some snow showers in the higher elevations. But the bigger news story will be the following week on Tuesday. It looks like we're in for even a larger storm, and accompanied with that is some very strong winds. There were 10 crimes reported on the mountain over the weekend since Friday. Over here on the rim side of the map, there was an arrest made for somebody drunk in public. either drunk on alcohol or under the influence of drugs. Not quite sure over here in Lake Gregory. A theft from a building, an office or school over here in the Crestline area. Someone stole some auto parts over on Crest Forest Drive, and vandalism reported over here in Arrow Bear. On the Big Bear side, the Bear Valley side, we had some vandalism and assault, some miscellaneous narcotics arrest, negligent discharge. Well, actually, this was carry a concealed weapon, and a couple of theft and vandalism charges over the weekend. You would think with the storm, people would behave a little bit better, but uh, it is what it is. Three outages reported. Maybe some people think it's a crime. Three outages reported, mostly in the Lake Arrowhead Twin Peaks area, affecting maybe about 255 customers. I forgot to post that graphic over here in Twin Peaks. And on the west side of Lake Arrowhead, crews are uh, replacing equipment better to improve their infrastructure here. The power is supposed to be out to be 4 and 5 o'clock for those two. And then over here in North Lake Arrowhead, a smaller outage as a power pole gets replaced. And that power should come back to those customers around 4 o'clock today as well. The biggest news, I think, is the COVID-19. We have 31 new cases reported across the mountain since Friday. That's a huge number. We have Angeles Oaks holding with 3 cases as of yesterday. A big jump in Big Bear City, 93. Big jump in Big Bear Lake to 90. 1 new case in Blue Jay for 23. Cedar Glen's holding at 7. Crestline, 6 new cases with 109. Fawnskin still has 3. Forest Falls still has 9. Green Valley Lake with 1. 4 new cases in Lake Arrowhead, bringing the total to 58. 4 cases remaining in Rim Forest. 1 new case in Running Springs, bringing the total to 43. Sugarloaf holding at 26, and Twin Peaks holding at 15. Still by region up here, Big Bear Valley, substantial risk based on the state's 4-tiered color-coded risk assessment, widespread in the rim communities. That's our 7-day trailing average. 7-day trailing, 7-day average. So this numbers start about 14 days ago till about 8 days ago. And there's a 7-day lag in reporting that. So what does that mean for today? Today's totals are mountain-wide. Our risk is widespread at a little over, just under 21. San Bernardino County, a little under 22, 8.5 for the for California, 32.1 for the United States. So that's where we look right now. And remember to stay safe out there and follow along if you want some details on late breaking news, when those roads open, how the storm is developing, all that neat stuff. Email me at scott@scottshopmedia, text me, or follow along on our social media channels. You have a wonderful day.